Welcome back, League, to another edition of Holtcenter. We are now on episode 2. This is your almighty, all-knowing, all-powerful, back-to-back champion, Joel Holt, all-time commissioner, coming at you. And with me is my ace boon coon, Chip Coonsum. How's it going, Chip?
Not bad, thanks.
With me is Marcus Boone, Legend of the Fall. How's it going?
I'm doing fine.
Glad to hear that. We just completed week 1 and 2 and also incorporated our draft grades in our last episode. So this go around, we're going to be focusing more on the matchups for week 3. And also coming up is the Fix It Forecast segment. But first, I'm surprised that the El Numero Uno is the D-graded Show Me Your TDs, who's standing at 2-0. Personally, I didn't think that he was terrible, but nobody, including himself, was expected to be number 1 in points. Peyton Manning throwing for 7 touchdowns in week 1 was incredible, earning him 60 points. Congrats, cousin. I look forward to our week 5 matchup in the Cuzzo Bowl. Also 2-0 is Jordan, 1 week at a time at 2nd place, and also Chip, Gifted One, 2-0 in 3rd place. So coming up now, Chip and Marcus are going to help break down these matchups. And so who do we have on the docket for the first matchup?
Well, in week 1, our first matchup, or week 3, the commission facing the Boogeyman.
Oh, yes. Chip, what do you think about that?
Joe, I got to be honest with you. I almost didn't give this one to you. Ronnell's team looks pretty solid. The tandem of Andrew Luck and Cam Newton is potent. He's got Arian Foster. But with Reggie Bush have questionable health, and then you with the Trent Richardson trade that sent him straight to the Colts, where he is going to ball out, I actually have to give you the edge on this one.
Ball so hard, University. Yes.
I like your chances.
Who's our next matchup, Marcus?
The next matchup is Creole Cajuns facing Decimation Squad.
Well, we got Steve versus Drew. That looks interesting. I think Yahoo has the edge. They're giving it to the Creole Cajuns. Steve looking pretty strong. What do you think about that matchup?
I also have to give the edge to the Creole Cajuns. Drew's team just doesn't thrill me. With his quarterbacks of Roethlisberger and Freeman, he hasn't won a game yet, and I don't think this will be the matchup where he does. Meanwhile, Steve's team is balanced all the way around, including his running backs of Marshawn Lynch and Stephen Ridley, who I think is going to have a much better game this week. I have to give it to Steve. Yeah, and I think with Chicago going against Pittsburgh, it's not looking good with that dilapidated offensive line. Not at all.
Moving on, who's our next matchup?
In our next matchup, we have the 2-0 Gifted One going up against 1-1 Mongrels.
So we got Tom versus Chip. We got a nice little heavyweight matchup going on there. It looks like Yahoo is giving the favorite to Chip by 10.
Yeah, I think it might actually be closer than that, though. Mongrels is a pretty good team. Between the two of us, we have the best quarterbacks in the HFL. He's got Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers, with me with Breeze and Kaepernick. But with this being a rematch of last year's finals, where he stole the championship from me, you better believe I will get my revenge this week. Get my revenge. Believe that. Coming for you, Mongrels.
All right, moving on. We got the next matchup, which would be...
The next matchup...
Did I mention I'm getting my revenge on the last one?
Yes, we all heard. The next matchup, Show Me Your TDs against the Destroyer.
So we got Vinny versus Kevin. And they actually giving the edge to who?
They're giving the edge to Show Me Your TDs.
So Vinny has a chance to go 3-0.
This one, unfortunately, is simple and not even close. Kevin has no quarterbacks. No quarterbacks equals no wins. Sorry.
Oh, man. It sucks to be Kevin right now.
Okay. Kevin, set your line up. And don't give up. No fluff records.
And get a quarterback. Why don't you?
We got 2 more to go. We got Cad. Who we got going up?
And we have the marquee matchup of the week. Cad versus Legend of the Fall.
And who they giving the edge to? Looks like they have you with the edge.
Who else? You know.
So it looks like all the people on the Holtcenter actually have an edge this week.
Yeah. Except, unfortunately, I did not give Marcus the edge. I'm sorry to do this to you, Marcus. But Kenny's team looks too solid right now. The weaknesses that I see on your side, between Ben Tate, Mike Wallace, and Flacco, I just don't think they're going to get it done for you. I think those guys will fail you. I think Kenny's team will win out this week. I think Yahoo got this one wrong.
You know, legends are often overlooked, and they always rise to the top. So I think I'll do pretty good in my matchup this week and go 2-1.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
And then our last matchup is
The next matchup and our final matchup is GI Steelmakers versus 1 Week at a Time.
And that is Jordan, and they're giving him the edge. It looks like 162 to 157.
Yeah, well, you would think so. Let me give you guys a little background on what happened here. Jordan's team was going to lose to Ricardo's GI Steelmakers. Jordan got over on Steelmakers. He gave up a handful of magic beans for Ray Rice. Now Jordan's going to beat Steelmakers. It's pretty much as simple as that. Good job on that, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan. So now on to our next segment with Jordan Hooks is the Fix It Forecast, sponsored by Mr. Fix It Appliance Repair. How goes it, Jordan?
Doing good, Joe. How's it going?
Excellent, excellent.
You
Glad
and
to
the
have
Three
you on.
Stooges did a good job on this segment.
Thanks a lot, buddy. So apparently you got some research for us. What did you find?
I'm trying to loosen him up.
Hope your teacher sees.
Is it easier if we don't stare at you? If we're just looking at the monitor?
All right, wait. Let's just stop. Let's just stop because that's going on the next one. But anyway, okay, wait. All right, wait. Yeah, lots of crickets. There's even more crickets than Marcus.
Oh, wow.
Why do the rookies always freeze?
I don't know, man.
All right, wait. All right. Let's start from the top.
Joe, before we get into the forecast, let's get into some of the trends of the league in the last 4 years. Of the 0-2 teams, there's been 15 teams in the last 4 years that was 0-2. Out of those 15 teams, there's only been 3 teams that's made the playoffs. There's actually been one team that's actually got into the championship, and that was the Mongrels. He won the championship in 2010.
That's interesting.
Of the 2-0 teams, there's been 15 teams. There's been 15 teams that's been 2-0. Out of those 15 teams, there's only been 3 teams that haven't made the playoffs. But the problem is with that, Joe, there's been none of those teams that's been 2-0 have won the championship.
That's interesting.
Okay, let's get into the forecast of this year that I have. And of the 0-2 teams, the only team that I see that's making the championship, unfortunately, I hate to say this, is the Boogeyman. Have you guys seen this profile picture? It is god awful.
He's scaring a lot of kids with that one.
Exactly. That's why they call him the Boogeyman. But his QBs, he has very solid QBs. He has very good defensive players. And as Chip knows, because he drafted J.J. Watt in the 3rd round.
Fifth round.
Fifth. Okay, I'm sorry, Chip.
It seemed like they're
It seems like it. He has a San Francisco defense, and we know that his team is going to be very solid.
So hold on a second, Jordan. Vulture alert. Vinny had just picked up Donnie Avery at 10:14. Somebody, vulture alert.
Oh my God!
What
I need
the
to get on my
crap?
computer.
Keep going.
Somebody cut off this guy's internet.
Surprised he paid the bill.
Keep going. Ding, ding, ding.
Of the 1-1 teams, the one team that I see that might be able to be very successful in the playoffs is the Mongrels. He has the pedigree. He's won 2 championships. He has the best quarterback tandem in the league. And there's a hodgepodge of players at 1-1. But out of those 1-1 players, I see the Mongrels doing the best. Out of the 2-0 teams, I have to give it to myself. 1 week at a time. You know, if you guys look at it, I have a very balanced team. I have all of the quarterbacks. I have the wide receivers and the running backs.
You stole that running back.
I didn't steal anything. Your team is just bad. Stop talking. This is my segment. But this is my forecast, and Joe, I'm gonna send it back to you. And once again, guys, I'm gonna win the championship, and I'm gonna drink to my victory.
Really interesting stuff, Jordan. We appreciate that research. Thank you for spending the time. And that was the Fix It Forecast, once again sponsored by Mr. Fix It Appliance Repair. I am so excited about this year, and I mean, I couldn't be more thrilled that Trent Richardson was traded to the Colts, and I look forward to storming through the league, because when it really gets down to it, all the forecasts doesn't matter. I will win my 3rd championship. You can bet, and it'll be back to back to back. So also watch out once again for the #1 vulture, because he is lurching and snatching those players. So on behalf of Chip, Marcus, and Jordan, I'm Joel Holt, Almighty Commissioner. See you week 5. This is Holtcenter.